Hi, my name is Madison King. I'm a junior majoring in electrical and computer engineering here at the University of Rochester, and I'm originally from Syracuse, New York. So I've always loved math and science growing up as a kid, and once I discovered coding, I also grew to love that as well. So coming into college, I knew I wanted to do something in the engineering realm, but I wasn't quite sure what. I did some research online and watched some YouTube videos describing the different majors, and I kind of had it narrowed down to ECE and computer science. So I took the intro class for both majors, and I fell in love with ECE. I love that you still got to do coding and all of that kind of computer stuff that you associate a little more with computer science, but you also got to do the hands-on approach with circuits and actually building things in the lab. It's really rewarding to kind of get the hardware and software to work together. I would describe it as a combination of a lot of different fields. It's kind of the melding of hardware, software, physics, math, all of kind of STEM. I feel like to kind of, in this really general broad sense, it has a lot of different applications. And I love that you get to specialize in an area that you find interesting. You take so many various classes that have so many different applications and can be used in so many different fields that it's kind of the possibilities are endless. It's a super versatile major. Somewhere between my sophomore and junior year, I interned as a software engineering intern at SRC, which is a defense contractor back in Syracuse, New York. I loved the experience. It was super great. It was a really great collaborative environment to work with a team. On my team, I was focusing on an automated testing program that was used to test various hardware products that the company had developed. So it involved software design, debugging, unit testing, and we also worked on designing a new UI with my other intern and the rest of the team. Well, first off, there's the obvious. I obviously learned the technical skills necessary to succeed in the role, but that's kind of, I think, just the start. The coding classes that I took here really prepared me to know how to learn how to code. I coded in Python this summer, which is a language I was less familiar with, but I kind of had the exposure and knew how to pick up coding languages quickly, especially the more complex features of them. I also, through projects and labs, had learned how to work with a team and properly document our work, which was super helpful because everything at the company we did, we had to document and write up instructions on how to both use it and how to maintain it from a technical standpoint. Lastly, I can be very stubborn, but I definitely learned through my time here how to know when to ask for help versus just stare at a problem repeatedly and kind of keep running into a wall. And that's something I definitely did a lot at SRC. When I kind of kept running into the same issue, I reached out to a supervisor and asked for some guidance on where to look, which was definitely a skill that I learned here. There's two main engineering areas I'm interested in within ECE. I'm interested in software engineering and then systems engineering. Still deciding whether technical or classical systems engineering, but I definitely want to work in the industry. And my end goal, long-term down the line, 10-year plan, is to eventually progress into engineering management within whatever field of engineering I choose. So here in the ECE department, I've been a TA since my sophomore spring semester. I've TA'd for ECE 112, which is an intro class that most freshmen take, and ECE 114, Introduction to Programming in C, C++. I'm continuing to TA for both of them throughout my time here. I've helped to lead lab sessions, run recitation, and do grading, as well as hold office hours and answer any questions students may have. It's definitely been really great to kind of connect with future generations of ECE students and help build them up to success. In the future, it's definitely going to help me as it's helped me hone my leadership skills and get used to communicating technically. I'm involved in a lot in campus outside of academics. My biggest involvement is Ballet Performance Group, where I currently serve as vice president, and I'm also a group piece choreographer for the group. We're an all-styles, all-level dance group, and I love being part of it. It's a super great stress relief, and it's been a really great way to meet new people outside of academics. I'm also a student alumni ambassador with the Alumni Relation Office. So through that, I get to meet a ton of alumni and faculty involved in the school and administrators, work events, and just really build school spirit among the current students as well. Lastly, my other big involvement is Students Association government. I'm a student accountant, and I serve on the Students Association Appropriation Committee, which is a lot of words, I know. Basically, it means I just handle distributing the funds that every student pays to make sure it's equitably and equally spread among all of our amazing clubs here at the university. I think it's super important to be very involved outside of academics and not just focus on one area. It's really It's a great stress relief and allows you to meet new people, but in addition, it helps you become a more well-rounded individual as you can gain leadership skills and just have a different perspective on the world. The ECE program does make it super easy. With our open curriculum here at the University of Rochester, where we do clusters, that allows you to take classes outside of your academic realm completely. I'm currently doing a cluster in gender studies, and that's been super great to kind of shape the way I see the world. In addition, I also try not to overload my class schedule. The ECE department makes it really reasonable to take no more than 16 to 18 credits, which is 4 to 5 classes a semester, which allows me to have free time to participate in all of the activities I'm involved in.